Hey everyone, week 2, distance learning, day 7. Uh, Hope you enjoyed this entry today. I gave you a little live look in as to a couple things that I'm doing to reach my students. More from me in a little bit. My theme continues this week. It's a marathon and not a sprint. I also met with my students today in a mandatory Zoom meeting, and I can't wait to show you some of the footage from today's meeting. Here's just a sneak peek of the intro of my daily intro videos for my students. We do breakfast with Mr. Vitale, making sure they get their day started off with me on the right foot.
And I also have a calendar linked to my email that I wanted to show you guys. Let's see
So
if
she's
I
going
can
to try and
this
share her screen so you can see what she's using.
Let me know if you can see anything. Is it working?
It says, oh, there we go. Okay, got it. Yep.
Okay, so this is my email. Don't mind looking at me emailing my professors. And then this is my calendar app. Hopefully yours don't look as busy as this because
Holy crap.
mine has class homework and class meetings on here right now. So it's a little crazy since we switched to online. But I have everything color coded
she's
again.
very busy, but we watch.
Yeah,
So
like if you go up a little bit, like this is what it used to look like.
Does it,
And I
do
also
you color code that, or does that come color coded?
I did it.
Nishi, you've been pretty successful with handing things in on time and everything. What are you using? What strategy are you putting together to help keep yourself organized? I'm calling you out. So
Well, I just write down a list, or on my phone, I write it down in a notes application, and I just check off whatever I'm done with and do what's left.
That's
okay.
smart.
Anybody else using something similar? Okay, that was a little bit of a live look into my session today with former students of mine that are now college students that I invited into a Zoom meeting to talk a little bit about time management and organization. It's definitely something that my students are struggling with, and I wanted to bring in the big guns. I wanted to bring in some resources that were going to help. So a special shout out again to Jaden and Frankie and Maria for taking time out of their class schedules to meet with my students. So I was having a little conversation with my daughter. Here's my daughter. It's coming into frame. Hey, wave to the camera. Hi. She's going to be on Twitter, old people internet, as she likes to call it. So if there's one piece of advice, we talked about this, if there's one piece of advice that you think we should give teachers out there, what do you think that is? And this is unprompted. This is what she said. So what do you got?
Ask your students for feedback about the work you give them.
Why should they ask them for feedback about the work that they give them?
Because sometimes it might be too much for them to do.
Okay. And again, we need to constantly be, okay, thank you. You can go away now. All right. She's great. She's doing wonderful and working really hard. At the same time, I think we do need to ask our students for feedback. She's probably heard me talking about that a lot in some of the things that I talk to my colleagues and my students about. But we need to not be afraid to do that. I know this is something I talked about last week, and we need to do the same thing this week. We are adjusting. We need to constantly be adjusting our teaching. We need to be constantly adjusting what we are delivering. How are we prioritizing our work? Again, I appreciate you guys that are watching and sharing these out. I'm gonna keep doing them because it's getting the positive message of collaboration and teamwork out there, and also giving people hopefully some strategies and maybe a laugh every now and again about how this whole distance learning thing is going. It's a marathon, not a sprint. We got to also remember to pace ourselves, and I hope that you're still working on that one thing that you're looking to master this week. More tomorrow. I'll see you guys then.